Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Have all been asking for this video for quite some time, and it is easy tricks for beginners. So we decided to make top 10 easiest dirt jump tricks that you guys can learn. It should be a sick video, especially for beginners. Start with the easiest ones and end with the harder ones. None of the tricks here should be too difficult, as these are all beginner tricks. Should be a quick little video, and hopefully you guys can get something out of it and start sending it and doing mad sick tricks on jumps. Cool. Was that good?
Tommy's got the vibe,
So starting easy, first one, just simply one-hander. Easy beginner one. First trick most people learn on the trails. Just taking that one hand off and just start small and start extending it back. This is pretty much just to get you comfortable with taking your hands off to progress to other tricks and familiar with having one hand off the bike. Following the one-hander, another simple one, one-footer, super easy. You don't really stack on it because you can land one-footed on jumps. Easy one to get your confidence up, and also just like the one-hander leads into other tricks that you can do on the trails that we'll get into further in this video as well. Doesn't really matter if it's your front or back foot. I take off my back foot, but most of the boys take off their front foot. So just taking that foot off, extending it, start small, just like the one-hander, and start getting it bigger and bigger and start extending it bit more each time. So once you've got the one-hander, the one-footer, you can start progressing. And the next one is one-foot can. Once you're in the air, taking that foot off, throwing it over the frame. So you're kicking that leg over the frame and putting it back over. Not the easiest trick, but again, not too hard because you can land one-footed. So it's easy to get out of. The one thing you got to be careful of is getting your foot caught on the frame, bringing it over or back over. Yeah, start by just taking off your foot and getting over the frame, and then just start extending it further and further till you're pretty much kicking your leg across the frame. Number 4 on the list is the no footer. I'm not the best at these. Don't really do these often, so I'll let Bond try and explain this to you down at Strath now. So we'll roll the clips of Bond.
Check. So another one that you can do is the no footer. So what you want to do is find a nice jump for the trick, which you'd go for something not too poppy, so you're nice and level in the air. A nice mellow landing, just in case you land a bit funny. And just take your feet off at the same time. If you take one off, it'll move the cranks on you. So you just want them to be level when you're trying to catch it. So if you take both off at the same time, you'll be right to catch them because they won't move on you. You might be better off having like a tighter chain, so then they don't move as much. But if you have a loose chain, just be really precise and take them off at the same time. Yeah, so I'll show you that one now.
Yo!
The ET, where you just pedal in the air. All you really got to do is just pop off the takeoff and pedal. Yeah, I feel like you lean more back wheel when you ET, so just try to lean a little bit more forwards than usual, but don't go over the bars.
All right, number 6 on the list is the table, a very trails trick. This one is a bit different to the others. You sort of want to do this on a hip because it's easier to fold the bike under. So basically the trick is rolling your wrist like that around the bike and lifting up the bike and pushing it down at the same time so the bike's flat in the middle of the air. Right foot forward, you'll bring up the bike to your right side. If you're left foot forward, you'll fold the bike up to your left side. And if you are right foot forward, it's easy to do that on left-handed hips and vice versa if you are left foot forward. This one is not very dangerous to learn. You aren't taking any limbs off and all it is a bike movement. So it's not dangerous to learn, it's just more technical. It's just harder to learn that motion of folding the bike up. It takes a lot of practice. Oh man! Trick number 7. So after you learn the one-hander, have to have that down before you start this trick. Tie grab. Going up the lip, taking that hand off, grabbing your tie mid-air. This is a go-to trick for beginners. Come up the lip, try pull the bike up to you, try get it sort of vertical, makes it a lot easier. Tuck it in, grab that tire, and yeah, just put the hand back on the handlebars and ride away. Pretty easy trick, pretty simple. Alright, so we're up to number 8, trick 8. For number 8, we've got the knack. This is a 1-foot trick, slightly turning the bike and up the lip, turn your bike a little bit, and start simply by just taking your foot, throwing it over the back of your bike, bit by bit. You can land one-footed, not an issue. Start this trick by getting used to throwing your foot over the back of the bike and not twisting your bike at all for a start. And then once you get comfortable with throwing your leg over the back of your bike, you can start twisting the bike out and extending it. This trick's pretty easy, but hard to master. None of us boys have actually got this dialed. Number 9 on the list, we're getting to the end of the video. So this one is gonna be a little harder than the rest of them. Number 9, we got the Tbog. This is taking one hand off, grabbing your seat and twisting your bars and dipping the bike all at the same time. You're not gonna learn all of this at once. Start by getting used to grabbing your seat with the one hand and then start getting used to twisting the bars at the same time and start extending it. And then finally start throwing the bike forward and dipping it. Be quite dangerous. I'll put in the clip now of Benno trying one and not succeeding. When you're doing this, you get too close to landing and you start freaking out and you do miss the bars here and there. And once you miss the bars, it's game over, straight over the bars.
Dude!
For number 10 on this list, we have the X up. Last trick for this video. Make sure your knees are straight, your legs are completely straight, get those knees out of the way, and you're twisting the bars like this, getting your arms make an X, and then landing back in your riding position. The reason why this can be quite tricky is getting it into the positions, not too hard, but sometimes if you bend your knee back, you can get caught up like this, and yeah, that's pretty much game over. You die at that point. Start this by bringing your bars into a 90-degree turn, and then start extending it more till you get it clicked. You can make this look sick, so put in a few clips now of this trick. end of this video. That's all the tricks, top 10 beginner tricks. There are a few other easy tricks that we didn't put in this video. For example, the whip, but there's heaps of tutorials out there on how to do this trick. If you want another video similar to this, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you thought of this. This is just our top 10 easiest tricks. This is what we progressed our riding on dirt jumps with. But yeah, if you want any more detailed how-tos, let us know in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Gonna have a bit of a ride now, might put in some clips, but apart from that, out at Strath, almost have that trick jump complete. Was supposed to have a video last Friday on that. Didn't get it complete, didn't have enough dirt, but it is looking like we will have it complete for you guys in the next video. So expect a building video very soon out at Strath Trails. That trick jump should be complete. Yeah, let us know what you want to see more of, and we'll see you in the next vid. Thanks for watching.